AnniePearl Avery.
And you were a foot soldier, including on Bloody Sunday, right?
Well, I was I had just gotten out of jail in Natchez, Mississippi. I'm not really I'm what you call part of the infantry. Uh, I had been working for the with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee since 1961. So I was kind of a what you call a lieutenant, a veteran. I was project director in Hale County though, and I came over for the march. And
When you got to the apex of that bridge on Bloody Sunday, and
well, what I did is I really weren't supposed to go on the original march. I was supposed to bring them back. I was supposed to bring the next wave when something happened to them. And my friend Jenny Wells and her husband started something called the Medical Committee. And I met her and her husband in Mississippi. See, when I came back to Alabama, I had just gotten out of jail in Natchez, Mississippi. And the reason they formed the medical committee because we were afraid we wouldn't get taken care of when we went to the doctor. As a matter of fact, Reverend Shuttlesworth, where I'm from Birmingham. Reverend Shuttlesworth was beaten so bad, and he needed to go to the doctor, and he wouldn't go because he thought they were going to kill him. So that was the purpose for the medical committee. So I called her and told her what we were getting ready to do, and she said, "Do you think you're going to need us?" I said, "Sure." So she came down, they had a van and everything, and she didn't know how to get up to where the march was. So I jumped in the van with her. I said, "I'll show you." And when we caught up with the march, like I said, I wasn't supposed to go on that wave. I was supposed to do something else. A lot of the stuff is not going to be on record because it was just something that we were doing. And I jumped out of the van. I got impulsive and got in the march, got at the back of the march, and it was a long way. I was back on. If I can't remember now really, but since I come back here, I think I was on Water Avenue because the bridge came. The march came from Brown Chapel. And when the end of the march was right there on Water Avenue to go to the bridge, and they had posse men and stuff like this, and this guy was trying to stop me from going up. I heard a sound like a gunshot, but it was tear gas. I thought it was a gunshot. So I'm trying to get up to where my friends Bob Mans and John Lewis, and I'm trying to get up closer to them, at least try to find out what happened. And the man grabbed me, and we had what you call, I put it in on this, we had what you call a physical disagreement. And he locked me, he called for the other police to come and lock me up. So I didn't miss the march. And I was the only one in that jail. I was the only one arrested Bloody Sunday.
Really?
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, all the other people were beaten, but I could hear the people moaning and groaning outside in my cell. You know, I could hear all this going on outside, and I was in there clowning. At that time they had them tin cups, and I was just raising hell by myself. And I finally went off to sleep. But I'm attorney Peter Hall, who became Judge Hall from Birmingham, who knew me and everything, he came and got me out of jail. And I didn't know until 10, at least 5 years after Peter was dead, that he was the one, he bonded me out of his own pocket.
Oh, wow.
They said he didn't want to come all the way back down to Selma from Birmingham just to be with Warren. And it was really kind of unusual. But I was project director in Hale County, Alabama, for voter registration. But everyone that worked in SNCC, wherever came in to Selma to support the march.
And you said you were the only one arrested on Bloody Sunday, correct?
Yeah, I'll show you a copy of it.
And so my question is, while you were sitting in jail, you know, I know there were cameras there, but did you have any idea of the impact that day would have on the entire country?
I wasn't just sitting there. See, they didn't have as many cameras. They were beating the folks up who had the cameras then. If you were out there with this camera, your camera and you too would be barred. You know what I'm saying? They were beating the photographers and the news people and stuff like this. But John Lewis was hurt real bad, but it was a funny thing, you know, John was more concerned about me. He said, "Where's Annie Pearl?" And somebody told him, matter of fact, a guy by the name of we used to call him Sunshine. He told him, say, Annie Pearl got arrested. So we called him Sunshine because he was real black. But that was our, we were saluting him by calling him Sunshine.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think about, how does it feel to be here for this 60th anniversary and see how this community is celebrating the people like you?
Well, the thing is, I think we dropped the ball. Reverend Joe Lowry, who was part of the Civil Rights Movement, he's dead now. And he had a church next to 16th Street Baptist Church when they bombed and killed the children. But Joe said that we dropped the ball, and he right. So I told Joe, anytime you're ready, I'm ready to go with you and get the ball started again. Now, what I've been doing, I've been going to jail with Reverend Barber. I have revitalized my spirits in terms of fighting. So I'm still on the battlefield. And I've been to jail several times since then. The last time was just before, after when the COVID set in, and we didn't go that year and stuff. But I'm working with Reverend William Barber, because he's picking up the banner. At this point, I think we got too happy. There's certain things that we needed to do. Matter of fact, I think one of the best things John did was start this voter education project. See, people need to be educated. A lot of people don't realize that the FEMA money is our money. The Social Security money is our money. It don't belong to the government. Not any of this money. But they have to approve it. But it don't belong, it belongs to us. You see? When you're getting Social Security or you're getting FEMA money, it's your money. Your check, every time you get a check, or every place you purchase something, what do? You pay tax. The government, all the tax money is ours. It don't belong to it belongs to us. But people have to be educated about it. They got to be educated about the purpose for voting and its power. You see, just to tell people, go vote, you know, sure you have a right to vote, but do you know what you're voting for? Do you know your power? And then another thing is when they talk about immigrants, see, I worked with a gym foreman and an elevator and Y2 Walker. These people kind of groomed me to be the way I am. And also, I learned a lot from them. I know how to go look for it if I don't know. But what happened is that right now, everybody's talking on the news about immigrants. But you know who the only immigrants are? Black people and the American Indians. We are the only people that are not immigrants. We were forced to come here. The Indians were already here. Everybody else is an immigrant. You understand? But if you don't understand this, then you talk. Yeah. So there are things that we can do in terms of even getting paid. A lot of people don't realize, well, after slavery, what they did is they did a lot of sharecropping. It was still slavery, though. They just didn't call it slavery. And they had something what they called this slavery thing that the Tennessee Coal and Iron and all these people developed. Now, what happened is there were some decent people that came along around the last part of the 1800s, and they were able to get a law passed that said that everyone has to be paid. Right? So that's you, me, and everybody else. You have to be paid for your service. It's against the law to work people for nothing. Okay? People don't understand that the unions, if it don't be for the unions, you wouldn't get 2 days off. Okay? You wouldn't get the holidays off. All this stuff that we enjoy, we wouldn't have it except for the unions. You wouldn't get a break. Yeah. So I think people need to be educated. We need to have classes on voter voter education and being educated about the government and also what it does. It affects everything we do, from drinking water to everything we do. But it's all our money that's put into this now, because we pay for this. So there's a book I read, and Jim Foreman, who was executive director of SNCC, he used to say, Annie Pearl, you need to read about I said, why does this man want me to read all this? I don't want to read it. But then I started reading, and I can't stop. Before he died, I was reading everything, you know? But it took a while for it to sink in, you know? But being around these people like Ella Baker, I went to her. She was around, but she was born in 1903, and the Times magazine did a story of her being the queen of the civil rights movement. She didn't do the press, but she was a very important component of the civil rights movement. She was SCLC's first executive director. But the male chauvinists couldn't take it. They didn't treat her well. She was the director, a woman. You know, and she even probably, with Bide Rustin and stuff, sending her to do what she was doing, I kind of figured out that she's responsible for the NAACP chapters. because she was going around in places, Mississippi and places like this, organizing, and said, well, y'all give $1 a month. Well, that started something. $1 every once in a while. That started something. It started the NAACP memberships.